So this is how I would edit my fork image in Photoshop. The first thing I'm going to do is check my image size. So go to image size, and I want it, my shortest length, which is the width, to be 21 centimeters because I know that's A4 width. So that's fine. My resolution is 180, which is fine. So click OK. And what I've got as well, what I need to make sure that I have is my rulers on the top and the left of my image. If you don't have that, go to View, Rulers, and select. So you can see mine's ticked. That's why I've got them. And what you can do is click in the margin, click in that ruler, and bring guidelines into your picture. Now, because I don't want to go to here, because I'm going to crop the shadow. So I want to crop this image, but I need to put some guidelines in first, so I don't crop something I actually want to keep. So I'm just going to make sure that I've got everything where I want it to be, and then I choose my selection tool, and then I can follow my guys, click and drag to the section that I want, and then image, crop. So I still have a sparkling line, which might prevent me from doing other actions. So if I just click on it, it deselects. So I've got rid of one of the problems, which was the glare on the left. I know that the proportions of my image aren't specific to A4, but I don't mind having this long, thin composition. The next thing I'm going to do is adjust my levels. So image, adjustment levels, and adjust my mid-tones and my dark tones so I can get more contrast and bring out those shadows. Okay, so when I'm happy with how my shadows look, click OK. So I've dealt with the glare that was on the left. I've cropped my image to the size that I want. I've made my shadows more obvious. And then I've got this problem up here. I've got this problem with an area that I just wish I'd cropped out when I took the photo. So I'm going to use my this tool here, which is called a clone tool, clone stamp tool. And what it allows you to do is to copy an area of your picture somewhere else. I'm just going to check my brush is soft. So we don't want a hard brush for this, because then we see an obvious line. So a soft brush and quite a good size. So I think that's quite a good size because I don't have much room to play with. You'll see what I mean in a moment. So I'm going to press Option, or it might, on your computer, it might be Alt, or on your PC, it might be the window key. And if you watch my cursor, it changes to a target. And so I position my target where I want to clone from and click my mouse. So now when I move my cursor, you can see an X moving where it's cloning from, and my cursor's painting in the rest. Now it stops there because that's where the image stopped before. So I need to reselect where I want to clone from. And let's try that again. Reselect where I want to clone from, and paint in that corner of my image. For some reason it's kind of almost over the top of where I am. Let's try again. There we are. Okay. Okay, so I can see a faint line, which is what's annoying sometimes about clone tools and so on. So I'm just going to reduce the opacity, reduce how see-through that action is, and just select another part to clone from and go over that, but it's kind of blending it together, so it makes it less obvious. So I've now got rid of the glare, I've got rid of that corner, I've made my shadows stronger. The last thing I need to do is make my image black and white like Andre Cortez. I can do it in quite a few ways. I could go to image mode and I could choose grayscale, but that would discard all my colour information. I don't really like doing that. I could go to the layers palette and choose there's a little, at the bottom of my layers palette all the way down here, there's a little half circle, and in there you've got the option to make it black and white if you want. But I don't want to do that. And what I'm actually going to do is reduce the saturation, reduce how much colour is in the image. So I'm going to go to Image, Adjustments, hue saturation and take some of the colour out. So what that does is it keeps a bit of warmth in the image. I mean, I could go all the way to the left and desaturate it with colour completely, but I want to keep a bit of colour in it. So just to keep a bit of warmth. So I'm going to leave it there. And that's that.